How you doing? I'm Omondi Juma here from the Man United Agenda. So we've given the ball away. This is the issue here. We've got to control games. Stop giving the ball away. So once we have, the major issue for me here is McTominay. His starting position is really poor. He should have been a lot deeper. Why is he ahead of the play? And that means he's got to use his legs to get back. Sancho, I pointed out there, one of these guys playing on the right inside forward should be making his way to get back now and at least make an effort. I've put a line there where I think Sancho should be, or Rashford. They've had time to play a 1-2 off Cornier and get his head up now with no pressure on the ball. We got an arrow showing McTominay now. I think McTominay should be a lot deeper. That's where Matic would have been. They've got time now to lift their head up and play a simple ball into the feet of the forward who's peeled off Maguire. Maguire doesn't see him yet. So Maguire's at fault here. So as the ball gets played into the forward, the big forward, Maguire's now missing. He should have left him alone because he wasn't going to get there first. He was trying to get there first and using his momentum going one way. I've got McTominay going the other way. Their momentum got used against them and the guy intelligently cut them in half. McTominay, not many people will pick him out, but in my opinion, I just feel that he's too action-packed. He wants to do everything because he's got a lot of legs. Someone like Matic, who everyone says hasn't got the legs, would sit there and prevent them from playing through us. This is the main thing. You've got to be compact and keep your shape. So being ahead of the play is not cool for McTominay. This guy, oh my gosh. You talk about control. This is what Ralph wants in the team. He wants control. On the ball, brilliant. Shape, brilliant. Sits back, protects the team. And I think he's a great player. I think he should play a lot more. We need experience in the team, and that was lack of experience yesterday, which allowed us to get counted on, giving the ball away. McTominay gives the ball away. Here we go with Harry Maguire. Yes, he's going to get pelters. He made a mistake there. He went with the man. He should have just sat back, and that's the big error for him from him.
Yeah, so to follow up to that, I just want to give a final analysis, really. I think it's a disappointing result, especially if you go in at half time after playing really well in the first half. We had a lot of chances, and what I really liked about the play is that we're starting to see some sort of patterns of how we're going to score our goals. And I've always said that the best way to score is pass across the 6-yard box, get to the byline maybe and pass it across the 6-yard box, and you usually score goals like that. I do recall scoring, if you go and look at our goals this season, we did score a few goals like that this season against Arsenal, for example. Fred crossed one for Bruno, Rashford crossed one for Ronaldo to score, and this is like all in the 6-yard box. And then the same thing again yesterday. We had a lot of opportunities with passes across the 6-yard box. It was really good at Rashford, because I've been criticising him a lot lately about his distribution and his decision making. So yesterday he held it up, waiting for the overlap. Shaw came across and whipped it in, and we scored. So really pleased about that. But then after that, Rashford went back to his old ways of decision making was all a bit all over the place. So at half time, I think the manager would have said, this team is in the relegation zone. They're going to come at you in the second half. Make sure you're compact, make sure you're positioned correctly, and keep your shape. Don't get ahead of the ball. And this is exactly what happened in the first 5 minutes of the second half. They've scored. As I explained earlier, it's all to do with McTominay getting ahead of the play. I think you got better players ahead of him. He needs to understand his role. He doesn't need to be going in the final third. He's not giving us much in the final third. Leave that to Bruno, Pogba, those sort of players who've got the technical ability to do some damage. I think he should have sat back and kept his shape, so we were there for the counter. If you look at Liverpool, for example, Fabinho, he won't get ahead of the ball, and if he does, someone else will cover him. So he knows his position. He will stick to that. I just feel that you can't say, well, I'm a box-to-box player, this is what I do. You got to do it for the team and sacrifice yourself for the team and say, right, I'm going to sit, this is what I need to do. That's why I endorse Matic. Matic is a very good player. He will sit there. He will sort of keep the shape, and it's invite them to say, play through us. If you're that good, play through us. And if you do, fair play to you. But a lot of teams won't. And that's the issue. And I think that we invited them to play through us by giving them a lot of space on the counter. I do think Rashford and Sancho maybe should have come back and helped out, really, because they had time. It wasn't like a direct counter attack. They countered, held it up, passed it to Cornier on the left. They got the ball back. That slowed it up. By that point, we should have had players behind the ball, but we didn't. So there's a few areas there we need to improve on. But otherwise, I like to see what we're doing well. I pointed that out, like creating chances. We hit in the first half. We need to do that in the second half as well and keep the momentum going. Like we did against Middlesbrough when we scored, we sort of took our foot off the gas. I kind of felt we did that yesterday. I sometimes go in at half time and say, yeah, we're playing really well, we're dominating, and you go out strolling, say we got this now, and you make mistakes, you know. As for Harry Maguire, I think that there's so much pressure on him at the moment. He had the job to mark the guy, the big 6'6" striker. He was blindsided. The guy was very intelligent. He came to the wrong side of him. Harry Maguire was looking at the play. Then the guy went in front of him to receive the ball, got peeled out in front of him, got a few yards on Harry Maguire, and Harry Maguire's thinking, oh my God, he's got there. I better get there before him. And by making an error, he sort of went to go and intercept the ball and ended up getting chopped in half, as with McTominay, who was also coming back from being ahead of the play. So there's a few issues there that we need to resolve. And I think rather than get on Harry Maguire's back, he just needs to get his confidence back and start dealing with defending properly. That was an error by him. And you know me, I'm a Harry Maguire endorser. I always endorse him. But I have to say, when there's a mistake, you have to pull it up. And there he made a major mistake by just being too committed. Sometimes you say, right, I'm not going to get there. Let me just pull off and hold him up a bit more. Hold the guy up so he can't turn, you know, put my hand on him, hold him up. Yeah, you want to go that way, you want to go that way, I've got you either way. But when you commit like that, you make it's a big error there by Harry Maguire. So that's my breakdown. Make sure you tune into the Man United Agenda. We'll be doing a lot more of this coming going forward, and hopefully we can start pushing on with the positive side of our game and eliminate all these mistakes. Thank you.